There is something strange living inside your head. It does not exist yet. You cannot touch it. You cannot see it. You cannot prove that it will happen. And still, it shapes what you fear, what you avoid, what you hope for, and what you are willing to suffer for. Humans call it the future. But the future is not a place. It is a mental image, a prediction, a possibility, a story the brain creates to prepare for what may come next. And this is the strange part. We do not only react to the world as it is, we react to the world as we imagine it might become. Long before clocks, calendars, careers, and 5-year plans, life was much more immediate. Hunger in the body, cold on the skin, pain after an injury, darkness around the shelter, a sound nearby, movement in the grass. These things did not need a theory. They were present, direct, physical. The body reacted before the mind explained. Eat, hide, run, stay close, stay awake, survive. But then, the human mind became capable of something extraordinary. It did not only notice what was happening, it began to imagine what might happen next. A sound was no longer just a sound. It could mean something was approaching. Dark clouds were no longer just shapes in the sky. They could mean rain was coming. Footprints were no longer only marks in the mud. They could mean that something had passed through and that it might still be close. A painful memory was no longer just pain. It could become a warning. The mind started building a bridge between now and later, and that bridge changed everything. It did not make humans perfect predictors. It did not give certainty, but it gave humans an advantage. They could prepare before the event arrived, store food before hunger became dangerous, seek shelter before rain, avoid danger before it appeared, learn from pain before repeating the same mistake. In that sense, the future became a survival tool. Not because humans invented time itself, but because humans became unusually skilled at mentally projecting themselves forward. And yet, this gift came with a cost. Because once the mind can imagine what has not happened yet, it can also worry about it. The same ability that allows preparation also allows anxiety. A human can feel fear while lying safely in bed. A human can suffer from an event that has not happened. A human can be haunted by a possibility. What if I fail? What if I lose someone? What if I am not safe? What if my life does not become what I hoped it would be? The future gave humans hope, but it also gave humans worry. That is the strange bargain. To imagine tomorrow is to gain power over the present, but it is also to invite uncertainty into the mind. Over time, the future became more than a private thought. It became part of culture. Humans noticed patterns. Day followed night, seasons returned, plants grew, disappeared, and grew again. Groups remembered what had happened before. The world was not completely random. It had rhythms, and when people recognized rhythms, they could plan. A seed mattered because there might be a harvest. A promise mattered because there might be tomorrow. Education mattered because effort now could shape a future self. A home mattered because people expected to return. A community mattered because tomorrow was easier when it was shared. The future helped humans build, but it also became heavy. Because modern people do not live with one simple tomorrow. We live surrounded by many imagined tomorrows. A career future, a financial future, a health future, a social future, a family future, a world future. Every plan opens another question. Every opportunity creates another possible loss. Every comparison shows us a life we might have lived. And every dream can quietly become a measurement. Only a creature that imagines the future can feel behind in life. Only a human can look at the present and think, this is not where I thought I would be. That feeling does not always mean something is wrong, but it shows how deeply the imagined future shapes the present. Sometimes we suffer because reality does not match the story we expected. And yet, the future is not only a burden. It is also one reason humans can endure difficulty. A failure can become a lesson. A sacrifice can become meaningful. A difficult beginning can become a reason to keep going. The future gives pain direction. It can help people continue. But this too has two sides. Sometimes people endure hardship for good reasons, and sometimes they stay too long in damaging situations because they are waiting for a better tomorrow. Planning is not the enemy. Ambition is not the enemy. Preparing for tomorrow is part of a responsible life. But when the future becomes too loud, the present begins to disappear. A morning becomes only a task. A conversation becomes only an interruption. A day becomes only a bridge to another day. Maybe humans imagined the future because uncertainty is difficult to live with. The mind wants direction. It wants patterns. It wants possibility. It wants to believe that what happens now can lead somewhere. The future is one of humanity's greatest psychological tools. It helps us plan, build, hope, learn, and survive. But it is still not something we can live inside. The future can guide your life, but it cannot live your life for you. It is a light we hold in front of us, but the ground beneath our feet is still the present. And maybe tomorrow only matters because today is real.